Business's very own Ethan Hunt. Charlie Gasparino, look what you're doing to me. Charlie breaks it. Okay, so there's a huge billboard, like a Hollywood billboard, at Fox headquarters of Charlie Gasparino with the slogan, Charlie breaks it, because you break all the stories. Right. And you've got another one today.
Enhancing my reputation as a thug, right?
Okay, it's time to be a thug. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, did you read my story today about Guggenheim Partners?
I read the entire thing.
Okay,
but you have to explain to people, Guggenheim Partners.
Huge investment firm.
Huge.
They're like one of the biggest firms you've never heard of. They started back in 2000 with $5 billion.
We've heard of the Guggenheim Museum.
Now, it began as the family office of the Guggenheim family that financed the museum.
Here's our money, make us more money.
They started with $5 billion. They're now grown this thing to managing $250 or $40 billion.
So they're doing something like
One of their biggest clients is Michael Milken, the former junk bond king. Now, here's what's going on at Guggenheim. 4 years ago, the SEC launched an investigation into whether Mr. Milken, who, as you know, had a guilty plea agreement with the government, paid a lot of money, went to jail for 2 years.
What, decades ago?
Decades ago, over alleged junk bond abuses back in the 1980s. Agreed not to, as part of the deal, not to manage client money, to essentially be out of the business of managing client money. There was an investigation into whether he, through Guggenheim, actually was given advice.
Recently.
This is back in 2011. They launched the investigation. What we understand is that investigation is now, whatever they found is being settled now at Guggenheim. Now, why is this important? Guggenheim is trying to get this behind them so they can do a major management change. Todd Boehly, the number 2, wants to strike out on his own. We should point out that Todd Boehly is one of the principal owners of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah.
Makes it a pretty big story. So he wants to go out, start his own investment company. One of the things he has to do is get this case behind him. Now, here's the fascinating thing about it. Now, this is where it gets really squirrely. And Milken is not going to be named in this suit. Milken clearly was under investigation, the SEC investigating him, but he probably, I mean, based on everything I hear, he's not going to be charged.
Okay, you got to tell me, because this sounds like he did nothing.
Yes.
And that how did this come to the SEC's attention?
We're gonna have,
you said a whistleblower.
There was a whistleblower
in the article.
People should read the article on foxbusiness.com because it lays it out pretty sequentially. Here's the thing, and this when the investigation started, there was lots of stories. I mean, Fortune ran a story, Bloomberg ran a story that, here was Michael Milken getting in trouble again. We should point out that, so far the SEC has found, I don't think they found anything. He's not going to be mentioned in the settlement documents. Now, we're going to have to see the exact settlement documents to find out what they found, and if it had any relationship to Milken. Now, my only point is this, in this story. Now, so this thing is going to be announced, could be announced any day now. Why is the SEC worrying about this? Why do they care about every time Michael Milken goes into some corporate office? Why do they care? And why is an agency so institutionally, apparently biased about him? People complain about Bernie Madoff.
I just turned because I'm wondering if you're going to get around.
but here's the thing: people were. How many times did they complain about Bernie Madoff? No investigations.
Well, he's in prison.
Now he is, after he turned himself in.
Forever.
After he turned himself in. Mm-hmm. Michael Milken sneezes the wrong way, and, the lights start going off at the SEC.
Well,
that is an issue.
He's done major philanthropy. He's done a lot of stuff. Yes. If somebody asks him a question and he answers it, suddenly...
Let's see the documents, and that's where I come out on this. Now, if they're going to waste taxpayer money on something like this, there better be some there.
Charlie Gasparino breaking it.
Okay.
Kind of hurt my head when you hit me with that mallet.
Oh, I was wondering what you were doing next to my picture today. It was like, it looked bizarre. By the way, lots of commentary on our idea about doing a calendar, the CEOs that you
You didn't take any of my suggestions. I'm mad at you.
Oh, yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Of course. Dorsey, we're going to do Dorsey twice.
Okay, all right, but I had two others.
Dorsey's got 2 months.
All right, you got to stay tuned.
Because Dorsey is so good looking.
The Fox Business CEO calendar.
Dorsey's so good looking, he's going to get 2 months.
29 minutes before the closing bell.